That shit sound like a plan.
Yeah.
Conspiracy.
Yes, y'all. You are now tuned into the Melodrama Podcast. This is episode number 46. I go by the name of Speak Easy. I'm joined by JG.
J Dree.
I'll be that too,
You know what I'm saying? Formerly known as Drew Down.
Yeah.
Big Trip
Flip
and
the
Dima on the
hole.
28s and 29s. Fellas, what the fuck is
all the
up
way.
in the place to
Fuck with
be?
the melodrama. Fuck with the melodrama.
What's going on, my dude?
Man, what's going on, fellas? Like, how are you guys doing?
Isolating. They got that shit.
The
What?
Rona, dog,
So-
the coronavirus has affected 50% of the Melodrama podcast, fam.
Yeah, man.
It's astronomical, my nigga.
I can't help but to, every time we have this discussion, I go back to our last in studio episode. Or no, it's the last one of the last ones, but when we first heard about the virus, I remember taking a selfie with my mask on, right?
Yeah.
And then I remember totally talking about, like, I was definitely on my Dr. Umar Johnson shit.
Mhm.
We were gonna build a school. Then JG was in the studio and he was like literally an astronaut.
Oh yeah,
when he had all the
protect.
protect.
Yeah,
So we fast forward through this shit, bro, and the pandemic has, like, we were already gelling and trying to get to build some chemistry amongst ourselves, but we carried that chemistry over to this, virtual platform. But like, this pandemic has brought us closer together too, because it's like, fuck, we're experiencing it in different levels and different realms, and we're all like, it's not like, oh, I heard so and so. It's like, no, that's my guy. Yeah,
Right.
that's my guy.
Right.
So it's been a wild ride.
But
Wild ride.
in these last however many months, I think the fear factor has. Well, if initially there was no fear factor, then it became a real obsession, partially because of the fear the news throws at you. And I was watching a lot of news. But now it's like seeing people get it, now experiencing it personally. Like,
Yeah.
we're gonna get through it. I mean, before, when I used to, like, as it got closer and closer, and people I knew of who knew people, like, shit, there was like all this fear, but then people around you get it, they get over it, you get through it.
Yeah.
I wasn't as, now finding out I got it, it just wasn't as scary as it would have been maybe 4 months ago.
Yeah. It's a good point. It's a very, very good point.
I went out like a bitch. I can't even front.
No, I don't think so.
Man,
I think you can't say.
man.
The thing
I
is,
went
you
out
can't
like a
say
bitch.
you went out because you are here, so
I
you
went
ain't out
like a
nowhere.
bitch. Fam, I recorded a video, Will, and I watched that shit the other day, and it was extremely light-skinned, fam.
Hold up.
It was extremely light-skinned.
Well, it made me sign up for life insurance, bro.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because you don't know. It was something like I instantly deleted that shit. It'll never be seen anywhere by anyone, not even my wife.
Word.
You need cans too?
I was at my weakest I've ever been, fam.
Who?
Like, no bullshit.
I've already, man. Yeah, I don't know.
You need
I've
water
already-
bottles too?
Hold on.
We not even podcasting right now, fam.
Eating
Fam,
soup.
see, that's dad shit though. That's daddy shit. Hey man, it don't matter
Yeah, man.
what daddy doing. You gotta handle this daddy shit, bro. That's just
Hey.
how that shit be.
But that's who we are, bro. That's who we are.
Yeah,
So,
man.
and you
My
better
fault.
believe.
No,
you
you
better
good,
believe.
bro.
You better believe we gonna handle that. We gonna handle that shit.
bro.
You better believe that
You know?
all day. You know what I'm saying?
Man, for sure.
Yeah, man. I don't know, dude. It's been a fucking wild ride, and I think we just gotta keep maintaining, bro.
Yep.
We gotta keep maintaining. I know, like, just for it to be affecting 50% of the podcast, and but two, you also realize, especially, how they say men don't talk about their feelings. Like, I told y'all I'm the love and light guy. Like, so I was like, so for me, I'm like, I'm sending love
Demon,
and
did you
light.
get love and light sent to you,
So
fam?
here's the interesting thing. So you had talked about JG when you went to isolation. You know, there was this mental challenge, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's this mental challenge of, am I going to make it?
Mm-hmm.
For me, not having symptoms or really any major symptoms except a scratchy throat, which I thought was just from a cold 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was when the ship came positive and making the phone call to home,
Mm-hmm.
blame went on me.
Yeah.
And that was fucking mentally
Yep.
Ah.
frustrating as fuck.
Yep.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I created this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your fault.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
bringing that shit home to your family, and you feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That
And
shit
But
is
then,
rough.
but then for me, the frustrating part of it was that there was, you know, the house knew that I went to get tested because there was possible exposure.
mm-hmm.
And the fucking day before I got my test, you know, I got somebody fucking near me while I'm working on shit. I'm drinking my, you know, gin and juice or whatever. And I got
Mm-hmm.
somebody near me being like, you get your results yet? No. Grabbing my cup and drinking out of it.
Oh,
And now
fuck.
you're telling me it's fucking my fault for trying to bring this shit out? Like, come on, bro.
Bro.
Yeah.
They told me, man.
Don't shame me for
They
something
told
I have
me
no control
quarantine
over.
right away. I actually stayed in my work van. I was gonna sleep in my van,
Mm-hmm.
you know, until I knew what was going on. But the lady said from the health department, she was like, if no one's home and you go from the van to where you're quarantined, as long as you don't sneeze or anything, you should be okay. Wipe down any doorknobs you touch, you should be fine. So that's what I did. Otherwise, man, I was just gonna sleep in my work van, dude, until the shit passed. To
Wow.
avoid exactly what you saying. Cause bro, that shit.
And at the end of the day, though, you can't help like you guys are following CDC guidelines. Like,
Right.
you know, there's something to be said about a population of people that are choosing to ignore CDC guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
Both of you guys were following CDC guidelines.
Mm-hmm.
So
but I
it
bet
can
you
never be your fault. Like, how you
I,
can't be responsible for a pandemic and it
true.
ended up hitting your front doorstep.
True. And I bet you what me and Dima got in common is that we were at some point, because we're both, I believe, considered essential. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
Dima could work from home or not, but we both were in work environments where we were probably surrounded by motherfuckers that don't adhere to any of those CDC guidelines.
Nobody in the construction industry right now working outdoors is wearing masks.
Yep. See what I'm saying? So, dude, man, I've been in a room with 14 people in it, and one motherfucker got on a mask, me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I got rid of the beard, dog, because I think the beard made the mask not fit properly, and I think that's how I got that shit.
Yeah, I got one of the because one of those the ones that's kind of like a neck thing.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but because my beard, I'm like I wear the regular mask, but then I also put that one.
Right.
Like, if I go out in public, so
Yep.
kind of like double masked up, I guess.
Yep. Man, I don't
Yeah.
know, bro, but yeah,
That shit had some animosity back at home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is like, so here's the thing too, though, about like, there are some times that you're not at fault, even if you are being put at fault. So you have to be peace with the fact that like there are, there are emotions and then there's logic.
Yeah.
Right. And from a logical standpoint, there's no way to put blame on you from a logical standpoint. From an emotional standpoint, yeah. And then also too, like we were talking about pre-production, like from a mental health lens, when a lot of people, when you're anxious and when you're fearful, you typically kind of lash out, and when you lash out at the closest people to you.
Right.
So if you look at you separate the behavior from the person, and you see that behavior is actually fear.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
It's really, I'm afraid for me and you, and that's what translation. Like
Mhm.
that's one thing I've
Yeah.
learned. I was at a family gathering
Yeah.
last summer, bro, and so I'm around, like, I'm getting acclimated to my wife's family, and I'm
Right.
new, right? So, like, what are the things that you're doing right now? I was like, I'm learning another language. They were like, what's that? I was like, I'm learning to speak the language of Jay. She just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, because it's
Is
like,
that like a racist Filipino joke? You know
but
what I'm
like,
saying?
we talk about this all the time. So, like,
That's funny.
sometimes, like,
Yeah.
because
That's a
we
good thing to do.
yeah, because we have cultural differences. So what happens is, like, my wife can say something, but now I've learned, oh, I heard what she said, but this is what she means. So we're gonna
Man, she
go
could
with
have
that.
been.
We're gonna
She
go
could
with
have been.
that.
She could have been the same culture,
Hmm.
from the same tribe, from the same whatever, and you still got to learn the
That
language of
language.
whoever.
Yeah, bro.
Right. That's
Because
personal.
can't you see a look, right? And so if once you see the look, you know what you're gonna hear, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what you so you gotta translate that shit, bro. Translation: I love you. I'm fearful for you and
Right.
me and the family.
I
That's
got
all.
one of them with my wife, dog. Is this look right here?
Yeah. Oh.
When I do that, that look means what'd you say? But it also means you got to be the dumbest motherfucker I've ever met in my life. The same look. But you my wife. Obviously, you ain't the dumbest motherfucker I ever met in my life. But to her, that's what that look means. It only has one meaning. To me,
Yeah.
that shit it mean about 47 different things. It's
Exactly.
depending on the situation.
Depending on the situation,
Right.
like,
You
who?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right,
The
dude.
demographic, like, it's yeah.
But yeah, nah, that shit interesting, man.
It is, because you
You're
gotta
right.
you
You
gotta
gotta learn. It's individual. That's what, man. When I be seeing all them damn relationship memes and shit on social media and everybody co-signing them, I'm like, bro, you motherfuckers still ain't figured out that only one motherfucker's approval matters, and that's the motherfucker you in the relationship with. You want me to agree with some stupid shit you saying, but I ain't with you. Fuck, I
yeah.
matter for. You need to
That's
give
why
a
all
shit
they
about the
ass is still.
motherfucker you with.
That's why all they ass is still talking about big single.
Yeah, like dog. What kind of woman would be mad at her man for doing this? Nigga, the woman you with, obviously, because she don't
Yeah.
like that shit.
Yeah, if you
What is wrong
if
with you,
yeah, it's like, at the end of the day, there's something called relationship norms,
bro?
and your relationship norms are not. There are no such thing as universal relationship norms.
At all?
Because I'm willing to bet right now that all of us can talk about any relationship that we've ever been in, and that shit's not the same. And you
Nope.
can pick any relationship at any point in time in our life, and we will never have an identical.
Nope. Never. Bro, you know what's funny?
It's just like
Go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
it's just like you know how like you meet a girl or whatever, or at some point you met a girl like
Mhm.
back we was like young and still meeting girls.
Yeah,
And
which we
every
don't do
girl
ever now.
ever again in our life.
I lose my ability to talk to women when I walk out of my
Can't even
house.
speak.
I leave my voice at home.
Peak difficult.
Exactly.
He's like,
Yeah.
yeah. My
But remember how like you would meet girls and all of them be like, I can cook,
yes.
and then you actually taste their food and you be like, who the fuck told you can cook? Why you putting sugar in macaroni?
That's the worst.
Hold up. Somebody did that in real life? No.
Mine was eggs. You know when you
What?
make the macaroni and cheese the way your mama make, where she make it and then got to cook it in the oven.
Mm-hmm.
She put 1 or 2 eggs in there. And
Eggs in the macaroni and
in the
cheese?
macaroni and cheese you got to bake when you bake it in the oven. Yeah, dude. If your mama made baked mac and cheese in the oven, there was 1 or 2 eggs mixed in, blended in.
Really?
Yeah, it helps hold it together.
Hmm.
But someone decided that the key component in baked macaroni and cheese is eggs.
So how many eggs were in it?
8 of them motherfuckers in. Fam, it was like
Hold up. You had a motherfucking. Hold up. You had a.
He had
Hey,
egg noodle casserole.
yo, nigga, you had a noodle quiche, motherfucker.
Bro,
Like, what the?
this is not mac and cheese. If
This
this
nigga
is
had
mac
a
and
noodle
cheese,
quiche.
I would not be craving pancakes and bacon, bitch. This scrambled eggs. What the fuck is you? What is this? You put elbow macaroni in my scrambled eggs.
Oh,
That shit was
dude, that was awesome.
that shit was
But here's the fucked up part to that, right? So those are our horror stories, right?
Yes.
There's some dude that ate that same shit and loved it.
he loved it.
Good point, bro.
Yep.
It's a good point.
That's just
Good
how
point.
that shit be, bro.
And you know the funny thing, I was thinking about, like, if I was to describe the Melodrama podcast to somebody without saying the words mellow and drama, right? I came up with the phrase, and you're like, okay, well, what's your podcast like? I mean, everybody's got a podcast, whatever. And I have described us as we are barbecued oatmeal. Like, we are see, you see all the expression? That's us, bro. We're barbecued
By the
oatmeal.
way, that was not mine.
I didn't agree to that.
Dumbest motherfucker I ever met. And that wasn't that look. That was a. What the fuck is you talking?
Bro, so allow me to expound, and then you guys can feel free to vehemently disagree.
That's that.
So, like,
it's a metaphor trip.
So here's the thing, right? So we got.
This is not a rap song.
We'll start with my brother Trip, right? We're gonna start with my brother Trip, right?
Okay.
Just his response alone is like, we not gonna rush Trip to shit, right?
Right.
We ain't gonna sway his ass nowhere, right? And if you were like one of these master grillers, like when you smoking something, that bitch gotta smoke. It's got a steady pace.
Okay.
Barbecue, right? And then you got like JG is like the fiery, like feisty motherfucker. Like JG adds like that's that seasoning that we don't normally have. And then you have like Dima and I look at like we're kind of like, so then we're.
You calling me oatmeal?
No, I said Dima and I. I said
Dima is plain and
I.
Hey, we just got called the
neutral
shit
colored.
starters.
Yeah.
No, hold up.
Dima plain
JG,
and
we
neutral
just got
colored.
JG, we just called the shit starters.
Yes, so
We
then
called us the shit starters.
so then the other 50% of the show, Dima and I, we are like pragmatic.
He
We're
called you the
practical.
hothead and called
You
me
can,
stubborn.
hey, hold up. You can bring us into the
That's-
office.
Yeah, that shit kind of true.
Like
for me, though,
you can
man.
bring us into the office. Like I saw Trip at work. Trip don't change, bro. He don't change.
Same dude.
I don't
Y'all
care who
said
he's
that.
around.
There's
So-
no code switching, huh?
But you can feel comfortable if you bring Dima and I into the office, like oatmeal.
For sure.
Therefore, we are barbecued oatmeal, bro.
Okay.
That is who we are.
My boss happens to like my demeanor.
I mean, you know what?
She
If
compliments me on my demeanor all the time. What are you talking about?
because your demeanor is great. I mean, that's one of the things, like having you as a friend and somebody who I can call no matter what. That's one of the greatest things. Your demeanor is one of the greatest gifts I have received in my life, because I can be up here. I can call Trip. Trip is still here, bro. He's like, well, you know, some people who are alive, they like to breathe.
that motherfucker Trip, you caught that motherfucker ain't as mad as you. Like, nigga, you ain't mad enough to be giving me no damn
And that's
advice
the thing, like,
right now.
like going through the years, right? But then Trip will he'll hit you straight with it. He'll like, okay, well,
right.
being that this is what you signed up for and you knew this was the case, why are you expecting a different outcome now? And I'd be like, you know what?
Fam, you was supposed to say, let's go get them niggas. You wasn't supposed to say.
Bro.
I say that at the end though.
he like, yeah, it'd be that way. It'd be that way. It'd be like, well, but if you don't want to listen, fine. Let's
Then
go
let's
get
just
them
go get
niggas.
them.
So I'm gonna ride with you, but there is an easier way, bro.
Right.
Barbecued oatmeal, bro.
Hey, fam, is that better than steel cut oatmeal? Because I don't know what that shit is either.
So
Steel cut oatmeal is supposed to be.
all steel cut
Good.
oatmeal is, so when you think about a stalk, right? Think about a stalk of like think about broccoli, right?
Yeah.
And it's got the flour piece and you got the stalk part, and that's the
Yeah.
that's sturdier part. It's just that part of the oatmeal, and it's harder to cut. They use a steel thing to cut it. That's why it's called steel cut oatmeal. It's
Oh.
just it's the fucking
We use the
stem.
stock. Okay.
Yeah, it's this fucking stalk of oatmeal. That's all it is.
Probably healthier because it's the
It
stock.
is. It's healthier. Just like they say, the skin of the potatoes. Yeah, it's just
Mhm.
that's all
Oh,
it
that's
is.
what that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so because of that, it's healthier.
I just thought they was selling knives.
Probably not steel cut barbecue though.
No, I don't want.
No, see, but that's what I'm saying. I couldn't.
But that don't
I
add
wanted
to
to add that organic piece, but I'm like, that's forcing
I feel
it.
you.
We're just barbecued oatmeal, bro.
I feel you. Okay. Okay. Don't sound gangster, but that's cool.
It don't. It
Hey,
don't.
we're past
Not
that
gangster.
gangster phase.
Yeah,
that's,
man.
that's
I
really
mean,
not gangster.
So like, I
You're
don't
not
know,
gonna run
man.
the fade.
That's the gangster though.
Right. You know
So
what's funny?
are you and Dima like the instant oatmeal?
I don't think Trip likes his categorization in analogy.
I'm cool with it. I'm just trying to figure out like, are y'all like the instant oatmeal, like the variety pack with like the 6 different flavors in the box? Or
Just
y'all
the
the
peach,
oatmeal?
no.
Or y'all,
Peach and maple, dog. They can keep the
or
rest
y'all
of
the
it.
oatmeal that come in like the old school cardboard bucket. With
Oh,
the top.
the Quaker Oats.
Yeah.
That
See,
shit
but
was racist.
I
It
believe-
tastes like racism.
I
fam.
believe that we are the.
That shit was racist as fuck. It was, man. They've been trying to tell us, man, you gotta stay woke. That shit red, white, and blue. You know what I'm saying? Had one of the founding fathers on that motherfucker, and then you
Hey,
eat
then
that
they-
shit, and it was just like,
and when they give it to you, they throw a little brown sugar in it.
yeah, it was just like,
Who's Quaker?
I don't even know, fam.
Quaker oatmeal.
But he can
It's
keep
a,
all them fucking oats, fam.
It's not a
that shit-
person.
My mom
Quakers-
used to say, eat it in the
Quakers
wintertime because it stick to your bones.
It's kind of like it's a group of people. They're called Quakers,
It's
right?
like a religion
Yeah.
or something.
I think it's a religion. It's
Yeah.
it's a definite. It's a lifestyle, kind of like
We are
Amish.
so. I'm like,
When
I,
you eat that shit, you're like following a religion.
I don't know.
I don't eat
You're
oatmeal.
oatmeal.
No, it's
We
like
eat
you
said,
don't-
I don't know. You oatmeal. You tell
Right.
me.
It's like buying Amish furniture. You know, you support whatever weird shit they do.
Yo,
out there on their
The
phone.
funny thing is, I was about to say that, JG, but I was
Yeah.
like, well, am I gonna stay politically correct? Or like, what flavor oatmeal am I gonna be right now?
Yeah.
I decided to stay maple brown sugar.
What you was gonna respect the Amish? Fuck Amish, dog.
In Russia, we eat porridge, not oatmeal.
Right.
Yes. See.
I still don't know what porridge is, but
It's different
So-
kinds of porridge.
And
Oh,
what's
is
the
it
like
difference
grits?
between grits
Kinda
and
like
cream
grits.
of wheat? Is it one is made with corn and one is made with wheat?
I'm not sure. I thought.
Oh, maybe, yeah.
I thought
Because
that was it.
Because I don't really
One
like.
got a nigga on the box. No, that wasn't cream of wheat. That was.
That's
I
Aunt
know
Jemima,
the
nigga.
texture. The texture is kind of
That was
different,
another
though.
one that had a black dude on the box.
Uncle Ben's, nigga.
Arena. No, it was a motherfucking.
No, I
It was
think
a
Cream of
nigga
Wheat did
grit-
have a black
It
dude
was
on the
Cream
box
of
at one
Wheat.
time.
There's a nigga on there with a big ass racist ass grin and a chef hat.
Oh my God, I
That
know
shit was
exactly who you're talking
Boy, you know
about.
what I'm talking about.
Because
You
he
met him?
had like a red apron
You met
and
him?
shit.
Yeah.
Dude, he used to be at
Speak
Capitol
like
Court.
that was my uncle. Like,
No, he used to be outside father and son in Capitol Court, bro. Like,
dog,
for real.
stupid. You stupid.
When I was up there shopping for Theodorus.
You stupid, fella.
Bro,
Yeah,
so,
no, you know what? I'm looking at it now, man. Actually, that motherfucker look like Deion Sanders, fam. Well, it's a black dude and he got the chef hat and a red bow tie and
hey, Master P
Yeah.
keeps trying to get in the food game, man, but I feel like he doesn't get the respect that he deserves. Like,
What did he do? What food did he try to do?
now he got
So-
some cereal. And,
Isn't he doing like a social movement to get rid
he's
of?
got. Yeah, he's trying to get rid of. I mean, like, I don't. His new thing. He's got cereal now.
Mhm.
He's got.
Guess what his cereal called?
He's
fam?
got.
Trip. I know you. You
What?
already know. Guess what his cereal called? It ain't his most common call. It's the other thing he say all the time. They call
Ice cream?
They call Hootie Hoos.
They call Hootie Hoos, bro.
That's not him, no.
I would liken that more to Outkast, like Dungeon
Outkast,
Family.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's the first place I heard that. So
Right.
for me, I was like, okay, how did he name them Hootie Hoos and he didn't
But
cut in
I have heard some
Outkast?
records where he say Hootie Hoos.
No, they use because it's the South, right? So
Right.
But that's the first place I heard it was from the Dungeon family.
Okay.
But Master P them used to say it too.
Hey, look.
He's also got his own brand of like like the classic ramen noodles, the instant ones. He has his own brand of that as well.
That's is that the rap ramen noodles?
Yes.
Hey, I mean,
Pancakes, right?
if rap snacks can take off, I mean, why not? And I've seen the rap ramen noodles in like grocery stores already.
Yeah.
So, and ramen noodles, and actually, like for us, it might not be a big thing, but for like these young kids, if he got some ramen noodles and he make them hot, like they gon', and I'm talking about like spicy hot, they gonna like it because they making ramen noodles and adding hot sauce anyway. Like
they add hot sauce, they add flaming hots. I'm sorry, I meant hot flamings. They add hot flamings to the ramen noodles.
Dude, I used to argue with my sister about that when we were kids, dude.
Man,
like, it's not hot flamings.
With some Polish sausage. Man. But my son just ordered he ordered some ramen, some hot Asian ramen.
Yes, I have like 2 boxes of these Japanese 2 times hot.
Yeah.
I ate them. I'm gonna use them for a spicy ramen challenge and videotape that shit.
Wow.
And then challenge people. And then
that shit is hot.
Like
ramen
is like it was a big thing. Like it was a reward at our school like a year ago. Like kids would be like, can I, they do something good and they'd be like, well, can I get some ramen?
Mm-hmm.
So it was like a big thing to the point where like our principal was like, no more ramen. It's becoming an issue.
Wow.
Uncle P's Louisiana seasoned.
Mm-hmm. So
that's it. That's going to whatever he make is going to be Uncle P's Louisiana seasoned. That shit. Whatever that shit is.
Hey, look, I say do it.
Good luck to him.
He's also relaunched the shoe brand as well. Because what were the name of his other shoes he tried to put out? But he's got some new shoes.
The P. Millers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was
but
P. Millers.
They sold for a minute. But you know the thing is, why not? Like this is the same dude that motherfuckers was laughing at him when he started his record label, and then motherfuckers trying to do what he did, the same way he did it.
I mean, he laid the blueprint.
One piece of game, dude. And you know what, man? This is
like
y'all know I be more of we don't need no damn Wakanda. We need to take this motherfucker over because there's ways for us to be successful in this system as it is now and get rid of the racism by replacing it with us in power. But anyway, one piece of game started Master P. And don't nobody pay attention to it. Dude spent $25,000, right, to talk to Michael Jackson's lawyer. And Michael Jackson's lawyer in that meeting of $25,000 for 1 hour.
Wow.
And dude in that meeting told him how to get a distribution deal for his music.
Yeah.
So basically you make a record and if you lucky, you get anywhere from 2 to 15% of that money. And the label gets the rest of it for they get that other 85%. And Pete worked it out where he got 85%.
Yeah.
Off of the information he got from Michael Jackson's lawyer.
Because
without that, he would have been out of the game in no time. But
he met with the A&R dude or whatever, or the record label, and they was like, well, if you give us, the dude was like, you give me $1 million, and I'll do the promotion on your shit like this or whatever.
Yeah.
And P was like, he said that's the dumbest shit in the world.
Yeah. But that's the music business.
He said, I give you $1 million, Puff gives you $1 million, somebody else give you $1 million. You got $3 million to promote all our shit in one spot at one time.
Yep.
He's like, I'm not giving you that shit. I can do that shit myself.
Yeah.
That was where he got his money because he distributed everything he made himself.
Yeah.
the CDs and everything that got printed up. He did the same thing, and then he told the game to E40. E40 did the same shit.
Actually, that's actually the other way around. Master.
No, they got it from St. Charles. E40 uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, because I guess the part that I know, Master P used to go to. I guess he got family in the Bay Area.
In the Bay, yep. That's where he got started. Yeah.
He would kick it with E40 all the time. So E40 put him on independent game. But like y'all just explained, he took that knowledge and then went further with it. Yeah. And put himself in a room with people that can give him more knowledge.
Yep.
Like really, like
God said that 25K the best 25K he ever spent.
Like we laugh at P and we like make jokes about P, but like really, if you ever had to like point your kid in a direction of somebody, to kind of live like or try to be like Master P is that dude. Like. Think about the dude started a record label when nobody told him he should. The motherfuckers put out albums like every week. Yeah. Even though motherfuckers thought he was crazy. Yeah. He decided he wanted to play basketball. He tried that shit. You know, he decided
at the end of the day, he made it to the NBA. Even if it was a 10-day contract. How many I heard J. Cole is trying to get into the league. Master P did that shit in real life.
He decided he wanted to start a school.
Play baseball.
Yeah, but but the thing is, MJ didn't make it pro.
True.
He made it all the way to the pro level.
He would have, but during those protests, he quit. He walked out.
He quit and went back to basketball.
Oh, yeah, he was finna get called up. My bad.
He was finna get called
and then this dude went and started an online college, ICDC, whatever the fuck. Like, he did that. Like, now you saying he in the food game. Mm-hmm. He done did the shoes. Like, if you can't, if that motherfucker ain't the picture of I can do anything if I try it, I don't know who the fuck is.
Basically, he's the hood Tyler Perry, bro.
Oh no, he is. Because don't forget, motherfucker, he also sold dope. I mean,
so he was Tyler Perry before. So like you said,
the nigga had gold on his ceiling before Katrina hit.
Yeah. Like, I mean, so like you said, Trip, he's a blueprint to follow just because of his hustle. And like, he interviewed, I heard an interview. He said something about, just recently, he said something about, we have to understand and value. He was basically saying the game that we're just now on, they've been on. Yep. So we need to understand the power of economics.
Generational wealth.
All I've been saying.
And like
generational wealth, and that's why
you know why it was only one
piece. He took his kids
and
put them in leadership positions of all these businesses he started. So instead of his kids having to go work for somebody, he made his kids CEOs and CFOs.
Didn't Jordan do the same shit?
After they went to school.
Jordan did the same shit, yeah, man.
Because my daddy owned the joint, they there because they worthy. He made them worthy and then put them in that position.
Yeah, like
but check this out though. It's only been one Master P, and if you talk to a lot of us, motherfuckers gonna say that's systemic. That's on us, because what P didn't do is something that could never be done by anybody else. He ain't no one in a million. He ain't no miracle. That's
he got off his ass and did it.
That's business.
So, which leads
the reason that it's only been one Master P, that shit on us.
So, actually, JG, that leads us to this topic we've been wanting to talk about for I think a couple weeks now. Because like what I hear, we're talking about superheroes, right?
Yeah.
So like I feel like you can start with that and then lead us into that.
Definitely. See, this was that question was actually brought up, man, with my little weak ass, uninformed, no training having study of people. I've been around a while. I've been with a lot of different types of people. So I study people, I'll say through immersion. You know what I'm saying? Not school.
That's life experience, bro.
I'm in here with these motherfuckers. I might as well learn how to deal with them. And so, you know, we go see, you know, we thoroughly, obviously we all enjoy the superhero movies in the country. They the most popular motherfucking shits ever made. Captain America, shit like that. And then there's this new superhero series on called The Boys. Which takes superhero-dom from a different perspective. And it just made me think, like, even when I hear stuff like Master P's story, Jay-Z's story, they quote unquote great businessmen. They do a lot of good in community with James. LeBron James is building a school. David Robinson and Jalen Rose did the same thing many years before, but they ain't as popular as LeBron. So I ain't faulting him for the praise he getting. He should get praise for that. But anyway,
yeah, good to
it
acknowledge
just
those
kind of
brothers
made me
too.
think, man, like if superpowers were real, right? Meaning you carrying 4 gallons of bleach in the basement, slip and fall near your electrical panel and shit. That shit splatter all over the place. You get up, you got superpowers. Would there, given what we know about what a superhero is, would there actually be any superheroes in this world?
Wow. Jeez.
You muted, Dima. You muted.
Or would you become a villain instantly?
Exactly. That's my point. Would there
That's a good
I
question.
can get some
would there
money.
actually be a superhero? Because you got to look at superheroes, right? Superheroes all sacrifice, 0 personal gain. They do good because it's the right thing to do. And that's it.
Ooh. So my initial answer goes right back to the Master P thing about the thing that separates Master P and the Jay-Z's or whatever that I believe is just a insane level of discipline and consistency.
Okay.
I think those are the 2 things that separate people. So if these superpowers are bestowed upon somebody that's already giving everything with nothing. For example, we talked about in pre-production, a teacher who spends tons of their money just to make sure their class stays afloat and things like that. That person, yeah. But when we think about, we also were talking about the theory of reasoned action and just a theory of planned behavior, how people move. The mathematical odds of that superhero coming to fruition are slim, I believe. I don't know.
That's kind of where I was going too, man. You look at, I look at power and money as the same because I'm an American, and in America, power and money are the same. Right? Money, in my opinion, is an amplifier. It doesn't change you. I mean, what's in you is what's in you. I mean, hell, if you go to strip clubs every day now, you get more money. You doing the same shit. It just you tipping better. You know what I'm saying? If whatever you into, you're gonna do that shit on a grander scale.
Yeah.
You get more money. Whatever's in you already. Now look at the powers the same way, man, and you give that motherfucker some sort of superpower, and you're going to get super whatever it is that person has inside of them. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I don't necessarily, and if you look around, especially today, bro, you don't see a lot of sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? You don't see a lot of empathy. You don't see a lot of, what you see is a lot of, man, that shit on you. Dig what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Y'all got more faith in humans than I do, bro.
I see.
I'm just sitting there like,
Trip, do you have a thought? I looked like you. I didn't know if you had a thought or that's just the I don't give a fuck face. I can't remember.
That's the I don't give a fuck face.
That's pretty much
this
how.
This is a dumbass question, face.
That's pretty much how I would be with my powers. Like, you probably, unless you like saw me do some shit, like I'd probably be that motherfucker that like kept his shit hidden.
But you just doing shit to help people, but nobody knows it's you.
I ain't say I was gonna help nobody do shit. I said I was gonna keep
Help
my
me
shit
get
hidden.
this Bentley, bitch.
You know, I would definitely want some shit like Professor X type shit. I don't need to fly. I don't need no superhuman strength or no shit like that. Cause you can't hide that shit.
Right.
But give me some shit where I can like control motherfuckers' thoughts and shit. Yeah, give me that shit. You wouldn't even know.
There's Trip flying through the air. It's
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Like, no, it's an algorithm, nigga.
Yeah, I walk and I would walk my ass right into the fucking Bentley car lot and telekinesis my ass right into a Bentley.
I'm saying, bro. He wouldn't be evil.
Oh my god!
I mean, you think
he said, "Is this leased? No, this is telekinesed."
Exactly. I'm telling you, bro. That shit is, man.
They were like, "You don't have the money or the credit. I don't know why I'm doing this, but here's the keys."
Oh my
it's
god!
Yours.
He said, "Can I hug you?"
Yo, I'm telling you, man. And then you think like, okay, what is that a villain?
So you know what this makes me think about? It makes me think about way back a few months ago. I was watching the series Gotham, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not as deep into comic books how like a lot of people are, so it's probably a lot that I don't understand.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like that's how Gotham is. There are people that are typically looked at as villains that do good shit.
Yep.
Like on this particular show, that power that you talked about to get people to kind of acquiesce, Poison Ivy has that power through her, you know. So like when you think about that, but she does good shit and bad shit. So yeah, it's like who knows what kind of like who it really really just depends on, like you said, it's an amplifier.
Yep.
It's more.
Look, I'm not finna be. I can't be Batman and Superman. Like I'm not finna run around on all my free time trying to make sure everybody else is okay and safe and shit. And
okay, let's say that, Trip. Let's go with that. Let's take that because that's what Superman and Batman do. They running around all the time trying to save everybody. But let's say, like, I don't even think it would be a Captain America. Cap don't run around trying to save everybody, but he always 100% of the time does the right thing for the greater good of the people. That's all. He was the moral compass in the Avengers, right? He always did the right thing. He never did the selfish thing until the end of Endgame, which was why so many damn comic book cats was pissed off because that's out of character. Cap ain't gonna fuck up.
He wanted to go get
anything
some ass.
to go be back with his girl and
got
shit.
mad
because
he wanted to go and finally get some pussy after doing all this
exactly, all them years.
Come on, bro.
But you know what?
It was like he didn't.
After all this, he still don't deserve no pussy, bro. Come on.
He had the one girl, but he didn't want her because, you know, bitch, you the niece of my girl. I can't smash you. So he went back in time.
Want that old thing back.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog. So even I was like the most selfless motherfucker in the universe ended up doing some selfish shit. I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
But somehow this is gonna get turned into me hating cops, man, because I've been documented as saying that hero ain't a uniform. Everybody that put on that uniform ain't a hero. The hero.
Oh, that's 1,000% true.
The motherfucker that went in the building and pulled the people out, that's the hero. The dispatcher ain't the fucking hero. But that's just my opinion.
I agree with that. I mean, I believe that teachers are more heroes than those folks.
Some of them
because like I mean, having been around people that teach even before
because y'all got some badass kids.
Yeah, facts. That shit is selfless.
And at the end of the day too, like my sister does childcare. Like we were talking about before the show, you talk about like how just learning and things like that. It's plenty people that are like childcare type educators that are like preparing students to have success, while others and it's no fault of their own, but it's like you just gotta value. Yeah, long story short, I believe teachers are definitely superheroes.
Facts.
Just because to deal with what you deal with and to not be compensated for what you should be compensated for, Like that's like I don't know. I believe it's a fucking gift, bro.
Bro,
strippers are superheroes.
I don't believe that.
Say more.
Hard to do the pole stuff.
Man, the pole stuff, the muscle control with the one cheek, left cheek, right cheek.
That one chick that fell 20 feet, she lost.
She got up and walked away.
It was some kryptonite at the top of the pole.
You can go in to the strip club. You could be having a bad day.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all ever seen that whole video though, Trip? You saw the whole video, didn't you, Trip? Fam, he said she got up and walked away, but she did something before she got up and walked away. After she bounced off the motherfucking floor, she started twerking.
Yes, right. I remember that. Yeah.
Bro, I was like, what the fuck?
You gotta play it off.
Remember the song? Ooh, shake them haters off. Yeah. So she was just shaking them haters off. Like, that's all. And then she's like, after she shook them haters off, she's like, let me get this money, get on up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. I ain't got that much dedication in not one thing. I
told you guys. I said extreme discipline and consistency. Bro, that was both. That was, man. I don't know. I'm with you, Trip. I agree. Man, I'm sold.
I agree with you on the teachers, though. I used to hate them motherfuckers when my kids was at elementary school because kids wasn't that bad. But, and you know what really pissed me off, man? That every year, that motherfucking school supply list come to the crib.
Yeah.
And that shit would piss me off because we got 3 kids.
Yeah.
And I got to fill that bitch 3 times.
Yep.
And then they was, you can't put the kid's name on it and all this. So you know me, dog. I'm fuck that.
Because they want you to buy the shit and it's supposed to be for the community.
For everybody. I'm like, nah, fuck. I'm going up there, man. What the fuck? Woo, all this. I'm pissed off, dog. That shit like $500 that shit was costing, man, for the 3 kids. I'm like, dog, I need my kid, especially when they bought Christmas pops.
And then without, yeah.
Like, nah, fuck. So
I gave $500. I gave $500 for everybody else's kids. And now my kids ain't got shit.
Then I'm up there. So the one sister, I'm talking to her, and she explained the whole shit. I understand, Mr. Graham. You don't necessarily have to. She was like, you don't have to fill the whole list. You'd be surprised how many kids come here with absolutely nothing. Their parents don't send shit. And she was like, and then now I gotta buy that kid's supplies, and which I buy supplies all the time. And she, you know, telling me the whole shit, nigga. And now I'm sitting here like feeling like the biggest heel in the fucking world.
You thought you was a hero. You thought you was saving your kids, see?
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, what the hell? So, man, this chick telling me, you know, when she broke the whole shit down, I was like, well, but damn, do they pay you enough to be buying supplies for 400 kids? And she was like, well, absolutely not. But, you know, the kids I gotta teach them, and they can't do the work if they don't have. And I was like, well, man.
And on top of that, the teachers are being assessed on children's ability to learn.
Right. Yep.
Without having, but they're not even understanding. So you mean you're also responsible for managing everything that's affecting this kid's life outside of school? Dude. It's like when you think about the construct of it, it's crazy, bro. But like,
hey, man, when she was telling me that shit, we talked for about an hour in the office, and she never mentioned actually teaching the kids. This is all the other shit that she got to do. Like, dog, like how you teach a kid that's ready to fight because he in class and he stank, but he stank because he can't take a shower because there ain't no hot water in the house.
Bro,
right? Into that, I'm like, God damn, man. And then now kind of like back to your defund the police thing, which I hate that fucking word, but back to that.
I love it.
Dude, nah, because it's, that's the fight against it, is that one fucking word. Anybody with any sense, any kind of heart is okay with the philosophy behind it, but that one word make them fight. But anyway, it was just how she was trying to explain to me how she ain't equipped. I'm a fucking math teacher, man.
I'm not a therapist.
I'm not a.
I'm not a
And I'm
counselor.
definitely not a child therapist.
Yeah, I
Dig what
wasn't.
I'm saying?
I
Like,
wasn't trained in de-escalation.
right,
I
and
was
all.
trained to teach. My degree is in teaching. It's
And
not in
teaching.
de-escalation. So like, man, there's so many things like about that. Like before I had got a promotion when I was working in Georgia, I couldn't do it because I got a promotion, but I was going to be providing mental health services inside of one of Atlanta's public schools.
Okay.
And we're talking about like before the show, like as far as like things being certain ways across the country, it's
Mhm.
definitely 1,000% true. Um, but yeah, the point is, let's stop putting all this on teachers
Right.
and let's give them other resources like therapists and this and that to allow them to actually just teach.
Right.
Yeah, man.
That'd
So
be nice.
if
I
you're a
know
teacher
all
listening to
my
the
cop
podcast,
homies.
shout out to you, I guess.
Yeah, my cop homies is the same way, man. The motherfuckers like, dog, we don't co-sign none of this shit. And you'd be surprised at how many cop homies, man, the good cops, they like the philosophy behind defund the police. They actually with it. Dude was
They
like,
agree with
hey,
it.
man, I'm with that as long as you take those calls too. So if you take funding away from the department for this thing here, then wherever you allocate those funds, people in that situation, in that state of need to then call them, not the police.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying? And they like, man, if it's like that, it's cool. Because basically, he's like, man, don't take the funding away to set up this mental health department over here. And then every time your damn neighbor don't take his meds, you call the police.
Yeah, and that's a good.
And then we got to respond to the calls, but we don't have the funding to respond to the call. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like,
yeah, man. But I don't know, man. So I think my superpower. I think I would try to use it for good. I know one thing I would definitely do. I would want an intellectual power, like Trip was talking about. But I would.
Man, you'd be a fucking Care Bear. Shut up.
But I would be an intellectual Care Bear. So I would make
sure. What
sure.
he tell you, JG? Life and love.
Love and light.
Man,
yes.
I actually once I pause to some shit, I get rid of it, fam. I don't even.
He'll be the love and light bear and shit.
So from
his belly, fam.
Yeah.
From his belly, he go.
It's gonna be a speakeasy symbol. Come on, bro. It's gonna be this. Yo.
God,
yo. It's gonna be the chocolate Care Bear with the speakeasy symbol.
Hey,
bro,
he's just gonna walk around the hood making motherfuckers not angry.
Bro,
like a tap on the shoulder and shit.
It's like hello, and then like, yo. So let's get it. Let's get into the drama. Let's get into the drama portion of the podcast. So like. So like.
Drama, dog?
So the drama is. I'm pushing back. Because I'm definitely on this spiritual path, this spiritual journey, right?
Ain't no drama, spirituality.
But it's drama, right? Because at the end of the day, you do still have to fight through what all the other shit around you while you're seeking enlightenment. I went to this training the last 3 days of the week last week, bro. I would truly say that it was like really transformative. It was like one of those things where it's very, very heavy on mental health and energy. And like I met a bunch of people who I never met in this format. Bro, I left that training feeling like so enlightened. But like the drama part about it is just that like you gotta fight to fucking protect your peace. You have to fight to protect your peace.
5 years ago, I would have said pause to that. Like that's not manly, fam. That's some bullshit. But you know what, dog? Now I'll be like, man, I'm so tired of hearing these stupid motherfuckers. Like I said at one of the wrap-ups, I'm gonna just let motherfuckers stay stupid, dog. That's me protecting my peace. Like you ain't
have
listening
to
anyway, bro. Fuck out of here. Stay stupid. When you burn your motherfucking house down, then you'll understand. But
bro,
I got nothing for you. I feel you, dog. I feel you on that shit.
It's really
That's part of the irrationally manly movement now.
It's really a thing, and like, but the thing is, like, I'm totally down and willing to fight for my peace. So like, I was telling you guys, like, before the show started, like, I used to do a podcast when I was living in Georgia, and when I was driving, I called it The Commute.
Man, I thought you was gonna say that somebody cussed you out, somebody punched you in your shit, like somebody stole your lunch out the refrigerator or something.
His drama is internal.
I'm still waiting on the drama. Like, what the fuck?
Here,
Trip. But the funny thing is, you have gotten so good at fighting to protect your peace. It's not even a fight no more. You have conditioned yourself to not give a fuck. That's a skill, bro.
It is.
You don't understand. That's a skill to not like.
But you ain't even had to tell nobody fuck you. Like, I'm trying to find the drama. Like, we did the music and shit. It was, you don't want drama, and you got to talking about love and light and protecting your peace and
because
Zooms with loving, caring individuals and shit.
I think you should never say love and light again. Speak. I don't think Trip approves of love and light.
Do you know what?
So than me.
When I see Trip, I'm gonna give him a big hug. And I don't know.
He's gonna hit you with his Care Bear light from
look.
his belly,
I probably ain't hugged Trip since somebody's funeral. I'm gonna give him a big hug. Look, you see? Here comes the threat. Look,
that hug is gonna turn into a belly-to-belly suplex.
See? We have listen, ladies and gentlemen. We have made it to the drama portion of the show. We have arrived to the drama portion of the podcast.
That is hilarious.
Hey,
it's over.
We can have this wrestling
be like,
match
Trip,
in my
I love
backyard.
you.
We can have this wrestling match in my backyard. We got the trampoline back there and everything.
Yo,
he's like, where are you taking me?
Yo, hey, don't do that backyard wrestling shit. That shit.
Dude,
hardcore.
We are recording a podcast, and this nigga just said that he would take me to Suplex City.
You
like,
what? You sure?
Look, man.
Hey, and then did you notice that the 50% of the podcasts affected by COVID-19 did not offer to assist you at all?
See?
Like okay. I said,
after I get up, you know what? I have some wholesome oatmeal.
I'm gonna use my superpowers to go get this money, fam. That's on you. I'm just saying. My superpowers are gonna be for personal gain, my nigga. I can't even.
Dude said after he get up. You're not gonna get up right away like that.
It's gonna be a minute, fam. I can already tell.
Bro, so one time we were playing basketball. We were playing, like, this is before ST started the league. And he's lost a lot of weight now, but Big Ken set a pick on me.
Oh, he ended your career.
Bro.
You started calling him Darth Kenneth, dog, after that. Like, he used the force.
Hey.
The picks with the force. Dude, you was gone speak. A motherfucker ran towards him and fell to avoid hitting that motherfucking pitch.
Bro, I was in the chat. I was like, is this what a concussion feel like?
Man, I gotta find that photo.
Oh my God.
If I can find it, I'm gonna send it to you.
Bro.
I took a picture. I put Kenneth's face on Darth Vader. And the picture was Darth Vader in a hallway with a bunch of dead stormtroopers. And them stormtroopers, one of them was Speak. One of them was I forgot the other homie. I think it was Aunt Jones.
Okay.
Because Ken took out like.
Dude, the athletic fast dudes, he made sure to let you know. But so here's the thing. I should have known better. I grew up playing with Trip. I should have known better. So I'm really in a zone defensively. I'm like, okay. I'm see the man, see the floor. I did not see that man. But I did see the floor.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Oh.
A sidebar to that story. That's how I found out your government name. Because when I was making that Photoshop, I had Speak on there, but I was like, "Who was that DeMonte nigga?" I was gonna make him one of the other stormtroopers.
See, he was gonna have me down there twice.
Dog, I was like, I'm like, "Hey man, when y'all got a picture of this DeMonte nigga? You friends?"
How you fall for something that we used to do to people?
Bro,
didn't expect it.
That's the irony behind the whole thing. Yeah. We were balling, bro. We were playing.
We were going to these courts, right?
Man,
they be like, why he keep picking the fat dude? He don't dribble. Mm-hmm. He barely shoot. He ain't that tall. Why he keep picking the fat dude?
That's the reason.
I set the pick right at the top of the key. Speed come running down the court full speed, and the motherfucker holding him, not paying attention.
Yep.
It run right into me.
So I know the trick. So you hit him with the bat real quick, and now they're chasing you. Yep. They don't have time to look.
Yep.
So they're running full speed to catch you because you're not gonna beat them. And before you know it, bam. When Ken did that shit, bro, I was like, you know what? This is not cool.
Did you see like little birds and shit going around?
I don't think you came back. Did you come back?
I didn't come back until we started the league, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Speak didn't come back.
He said, I ain't coming back till they got some rules in this motherfucker.
Bro, and I already had 2 Achilles tendon surgeries.
Wait, I'm like, okay. JG said he killed 4 people.
He killed 4 people.
He did, bro. I'm like, I'm supposed to this is supposed to be to stay in shape. I ain't doing this shit I'm too old to get injured again. Damn. And I'm like, I'm too old. I'm like, I'm not gonna go through another athletic surgery trying to relive my glory days. I'm like, nigga, maybe I'll just record more songs.
Dog,
like, in my free time, like, fuck that.
Hey fam, he had no skills. Well, he probably used to have skill, but the way his body was then, he had nothing else to offer. And that motherfucker was the first one picked at every game after Speak got took out. Like, that was on my.
Hey, we gotta cut this part of the podcast and send it to him, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I follow him. He's on his fitness journey, bro. I don't know
how much.
A lot of weight now. I don't know how much he lost, but he's one of those. He's getting after it, bro.
Yeah, for real.
He's getting after it. So shout out to Ken. I would like to believe that I had something to do with that, and because my ego is fragile, I'm going to say that I did. Thanks.
Okay. I think it was his daughter. But
yeah, man. But shout out to Ken.
He doing his thing, man.
He's a really cool dude.
Trying to get like him.
We would see each other professionally because he works with kids as well. So that's where I know him from. So when we start balling, I'm like, oh, bro, what's good? So like, cool people.
You call that working with kids?
At the end of the day,
I wouldn't say working with kids. I would say he works over kids.
See, but
what do you do?
But he's not one of those dudes
you call to come get the motherfucker out the class.
But you know what though? But he's one of those people that he.
Hey, but you know what?
I'm just joking, man. I know it's important.
A lot of times that motherfucker have a better rapport with the kids than the teacher.
True that.
Yeah.
True that.
And like the kid might be like, "Fuck you, I ain't leaving," and then he walk in and be like, "Man, bro, come on, man." He be like, "Man, I'm only gonna go cause you cool."
Yeah.
That ain't why though.
Right. Hey, but again,
I'm only gonna go because you got them hands.
And again, you don't want to get a pick set on you.
Yep. Your career will be over, my dude. Yo, man, that was so we killed dude for that stuff, man. We probably ribbed dude about 2 months behind that shit. And then that's when I retired, dog. I was like,
bro, I was like, I just need to find another way to get in shape and stay in shape. And then that's when what was my old slogan? Gym life was born.
Okay. I don't work out in gyms. I had a tragic accident at the King Center.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of saw me on gyms. A motherfucker forcibly spotted me.
Oh wow.
And I was like, it was lightweight and shit. I'm just trying to get 2 more extra reps. And I got you, fam. Nah, I'm good, bro. I don't need no spot. Oh, I got you, fam. And, they had the weight benches at the King Center. They had a platform on the uprights you stand on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, the motherfuckers basically, they like right over your head. Your spotter.
They
right
nuts.
And some sweat dripped on my forehead.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know where it came from.
Ooh.
And
dude, you had almond milk on your forehead?
Bro, I ain't never went off that motherfucking bad, but I couldn't do nothing. Because y'all didn't hear what I said. I was trying to get an extra rep or two. Dog, my shit dead.
Yeah.
My arms and chest dead. You know how that be, Trip, man. You can't put your arms up.
Mm-hmm.
Dog,
I don't know.
I was gonna kick that motherfucker to death.
Almond milk, I'd have had to learn how to kickbox or something.
All I know is I remember saying that shit better be clear. I said that better came like off your shirt. I remember saying that. But the rest of it was all cuss words, dog. I was trying to kick that motherfucker, fam.
Hold up, but you the one who had got muscle fatigue.
Bro, I'm the one.
And he's coming to help you out.
Yeah.
And he gets cussed out.
He getting cussed out and about to get killed to death. And ever since that,
he could have called another person to help him,
bro.
And they could have spotted from the side. Like,
bro,
I don't want your nut juice on my forehead,
bro. I don't know where it came. And actually, I'm kind of offended that Trip keeps saying that shit and keeps implying that that's where it came from. In my mind, since 2003.
Oh my God!
This shit dripped off.
Hey,
his
that's what the Temptations said too on Silent Night.
It was from his shirt, man.
Yo,
the shirt was sweating.
That is wild.
I hope so. I hope so. But if
I see that motherfucker right now,
he
might have to square up, fam. Because Trip done made me mad again.
You know what? That's what I was going to say.
If I see that motherfucker pick and save today, it's a problem, fam.
That's what I was going to say. If we all out together and we see him and we find out otherwise, like, we can just whoop his ass. Like,
yeah, he got to go, fam.
Ain't no statute of limitations on that shit.
Or at the end of the day,
I was so concerned, fam. Like that shit, it felt like it was burning. I was like, niggas, that's goddamn motherfucker.
Wait.
Just went off, dog.
JG, that was his superpower.
Bro, I'm saying, I'm like, yo. I was like, yo, man, what the fuck? Man, where'd that come from? What you talking about? Motherfucker, that baby. I was in the mirror and shit, making sure that shit clear before I wipe my fam. I ain't
Yoga fire
in my life, dog.
Yoga flame.
Man, I was heated. I was heated, bro. I literally stopped lifting weights in the gym because of that shit, bro.
Oh my God,
and dog. And not you know what? When one time my son and them was playing ball at the Y, it was taking too long. I went to get a set in on the bench. I kept the weight super light, and every time a motherfucker walked in that direction, I just sat up. That shit will never happen again, bro.
Hold up. JG really had gym PTSD,
Trauma.
bro.
It was traumatic, bro. That shit was traumatic. And whoever designed them damn spotter platforms, they got an ass whooping coming too, bro.
He said, I just sat up.
I just sit up, dog. Because me clearly saying I don't need a spotter.
So imagine doing like a decline bench press and somebody come and you just sit up with all the fucking weight.
That's a fight.
Don't
walk, dog. If you see me on the bench, anywhere in America, if you see me on the weight bench,
anywhere in America,
do not walk that way, bro. You might catch the motherfucking bar. I'm not bullshit. That shit, I'm telling you, fam. That shit, dog. Man, and you know what, fam? I don't even know if I could. Like, I'm like, nigga, how the fuck I'm gonna win a kick fight? How you gonna win a kick fight? If that motherfucker would have been any kind of G, that might have been my last day. But they would have been like, man, Jay was kicking the shit out that nigga, but that's all he could do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, bro, I was mad. Anyway.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I don't do the gym life, dog. That's
hilarious, bro. Well,
and I know that's terrible and probably
I go to the gym, man. But you know what? I don't.
Whatever.
I don't lift heavy in the gym.
Yeah.
Partially because I don't really like talking to people in the gym.
Yeah.
Even like when me and my son go, like there's really, really very little conversation. Like we just get in and get out.
Right.
I just hate motherfucker that be in the gym and they be talking and like, motherfucker, you been on that same machine like 4 hours. Like, could y'all just shut the fuck up, get the reps done?
Yeah,
so
man, I hate that shit. I hate that shit. Yeah.
I keep it, but you know, I keep it at like a manageable weight, you know, where I can get 10 to 12 reps. And I keep it moving, sometimes 15 reps. But that heavy shit, unless you're trying to bulk up, you ain't really gotta go heavy.
Right. I've never lifted to fatigue before because I've always worked out by myself. So I'm like, I literally, if you lift to fatigue, you can never lift by yourself. Like you can't. So yeah, I'm like with Trip. What Trip told me that
what you do is like you can still reach fatigue. But you just gotta do a mixture of free weights and machine weights.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So you do like a set, you do a set or whatever on like the free weights, and you don't go to fatigue, but you get your set in, and then like say you do like bench press, and then you do some other chest exercises on machine weights.
Right.
Okay.
That'll get you that additional fatigue. But no, I don't really want nobody standing up. It ain't even. I ain't never had nobody sweat on me like that. But just the whole fact that like when you look up and it's like somebody nuts, I just
pretty much.
I'm good. I'm good.
Now and then the thing too, man. The only time you really see them cats where you got a spotter on each side of the bar is when you benching over 350 or something that a cat can't actually lift up.
Right.
From the spotter position, they'll get to. But I think dog just thought because I was trying to push out 2 more reps that I was struggling. I'm like, dog, this 225. This ain't shit. I'm just rep. I'm good. Even if I couldn't lift it, and I will set that motherfucker on my stomach, roll it to my waist, do a sit up, and roll it onto the floor. It ain't like I'm finna drop it.
Unless I got like 3 plates on each side.
Yeah, I don't need no spotter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. That motherfucker was just, I don't know what the fuck dude was on. He just obviously liked sweating on niggas, I guess. I don't know. But
almond milk.
Dog, the damn noodle arm saved his life.
Oh my God.
We should go to Walmart and take like some white paper, some Sharpies, and some Scotch tape. And on the refrigerator section where they sell almond milk, we should tape a piece of paper on there and write nut juice.
Stupid. You getting
Just said
that's gonna cause some trouble.
Nut juice.
I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not.
What they gonna do? Kick us out? We've been kicked out of better places than Walmart.
That's true.
We got kicked out of Northridge.
Yep.
We got kicked out of Grand Avenue.
Yeah.
We got kicked out of Capitol Court.
Got kicked out of Capitol Court before.
Yeah, so getting kicked out of Walmart. I mean, we can live another day. I mean, it's plenty of Walmarts too.
Right. And they gonna let us in tomorrow.
Pretty lousy motherfucker get kicked out of Walmart though.
Yo, and we put the melodrama sticker on each one too. Like,
yeah, there you go. Like
yo, imagine being on the news. So the sources traced this to 4 well over 30-year-old men. I guess they do a podcast.
Gang name is what? Barbecue.
Right.
Barbequed Oatmeal.
Some guys, and I don't know why, but they stuck paper on the freezer that said nut juice.
Oh, I said
Barbequed
Oatmeal, hold it down.
Because just like people are hung up on the word, just like you were talking about earlier, the other word, defund the police. Like, no, it's nut juice.
Yeah.
Like, let's just, if we're gonna be accurate about this shit, let's be accurate about this
shit.
Shit.
Almonds don't have milk. There's no milk in the almond.
Have you ever looked up the recipe of how to make almond milk?
Nah.
You soak almonds in water and then you blend it and then you strain out the chunky shit.
Yep. Nut juice.
Nut juice.
I haven't been eating almonds and said these are juicy almonds.
No, because
you gotta mix water. So it's literally just almonds.
You gotta let them soak in water like overnight or some shit.
At least, yeah.
I guess, man. You could do that with fucking wood chips and shit too, I guess.
Yeah, I know it's big for
like food ain't very appetizing, fam. Y'all they gotta make that shit taste better.
What is? What's not?
What?
Food. Health food ain't really appetizing, man.
No, that's not true. It's honestly at the end of the day, it depends on if you can cook or not.
Like there is no
every health food that I hear about, motherfuckers is like you actually destroy food when you cook.
But like, you know what? I'm gonna tell you.
But see, it's people that are like raw vegans and others. There's degrees of this shit, bro.
And when you eat natural, like non-processed foods, it could still be fatty or whatever,
right.
but you're not putting bullshit in your body.
Yeah, like my wife makes me peanut butter soup. It's like a African dish, but it's like it's good as fuck. I'm like,
it got chicken in it though, don't it?
But she doesn't make mine with chicken. Boom.
You vegan?
That's
no.
whack.
I have a plant-based diet, but I'm not vegan. Whack. It's actually pretty good.
You can get grain-fed chicken. That'd still be plant-based.
What?
Grain-fed chicken.
But
I think he's playing with them definitions.
A chicken is not a plant.
It's organic.
But you are what you eat.
It's organic. It's from nature.
But it's not a plant.
That motherfucker eat plants.
It's organic.
Therefore, it's plants.
I'm lost. Anyway,
you choose to be lost, fam.
Peanut butter soup is good as fuck.
With chicken in it.
So here's a funny thing. Speaking of chicken, so like, just because I'm plant based, like I still like I grilled yesterday for my lady. Like it was like some lemon pepper, like chicken and shit.
But you know what?
Like
I don't trust your grilling no more.
How? Houseway?
Because you don't eat meat.
Meat like broccoli.
You don't eat meat.
Yeah, you like a broccoli style griller, my nigga.
No.
Yeah.
No. I will not stand here.
I
will not stand here.
Platter.
So now we're taking the drama portion to a whole other level. Now you're saying I can't grill?
In a vegan barbecue.
You can grill vegetables.
Yeah, vegan barbecue, fam. Vegan barbeque oatmeal. That's what you want.
You can grill us some eggplant steaks.
Dog, the last time a motherfucker told me about some steaks, this motherfucker tried to tell me that cauliflower steak tastes just like steak, and I was ready to slap the shit out of it. I was like, bro, stop saying that, man. You say you like how the shit
I saw somebody talk about vegan. It was talking about vegan wings, but it was really just fried cauliflower. Like,
I've had those before,
bro.
Why you just don't call it fried cauliflower?
That's what I'm saying. See, now you know what? One of my favorite spots here, Dan, they make that, and that shit is fire.
But just call it what it is.
Right, it just ain't chicken. They just take cauliflower and do everything that you would do to General Tso's chicken.
Because you want to advertise it the thing is, people that if you make your way to living a plant-based life, you've made your way through one way or the other, right? But let's not act like there's a trend.
You're not frying mushrooms and calling them tater tots.
I'm not per se, but it's a marketing thing. So like basically for people that are like because there's whole civilizations that they live plant-based lives. Like this isn't like new. This shit ain't new.
Right.
And
but like, I bet you they call cauliflower and not.
I agree.
Chicken.
But that's the thing. This is just good old American marketing though. That's all this is. It's just good old American marketing. And what better way to
American lying?
Yes.
Well, same thing.
Dog, you think vegan chicken and waffles would be good?
Yeah.
What?
I think I've had that before.
What would you make the waffles with though? Because you can't put eggs in the waffles.
No, that's not true. Somebody who eats plant-based isn't necessarily vegan. You can, and a lot of people like I still eat cheese every once in a while.
He said vegan chicken and waffles.
I did say vegan chicken and waffles.
Vegan chicken and waffles.
So how can you make a vegan waffle and use an egg?
Substitutes.
They have you can make an egg from flaxseed and water, I believe.
That's not an egg.
It's called a flaxseed egg.
Flaxseed.
It's a
that shit don't sound very appetizer, bro. I understand that I eat. I overeat, but even if recently
is that vegan water
portions. Dog, stupid.
Actually,
I eat,
no, but I'm trying to master.
I ain't gonna eat this shit.
No, I get it. It's got to be good. I mean, at the end of the day, I have found things that I like, and they're kind of like I'm okay with eating the same shit, just rotating a few different things. But for me, it's like, but I'm even trying to change how I look at food. I'm nowadays just trying to look at it as just like fuel. Like a lot of days I forget to eat, and then like my wife will tell me you haven't eaten. So like I'm just trying to look at it like fuel, and that way I'm not just obsessed about. I'm like, okay, this fuel is most healthy for me to keep doing what I'm gonna do. So okay, I'll consume that fuel.
I like those chemicals when they fire off. Shit is so good. Fried ass chicken.
Man,
I like my fuel to taste good.
It needs to taste.
No, but the thing is, vegan and vegetarian, if you have good recipes or you have somebody who cooks well, it can be really good.
Yeah, it just really depends on who's making the shit.
Yeah.
Right. But can you just stop lying about what you feed me?
That's what I didn't like, bro. I ordered a vegan lasagna one time, and
that shit's good.
Dog but what my limited understanding of the lifestyle, I thought that it was just gonna be lasagna with a lot of vegetables in it. I didn't know they were gonna substitute the meat with mushrooms. I fucking hate mushrooms.
Ooh.
When I asked for the vegan, the second time I got it, because I threw that shit in the garbage. But the second time I got it, I said, man, I want the vegan lasagna with no mushrooms. And dog, you thought I was asking that motherfucker about quadratic equations or some shit.
But then what kind of cheese do they use?
Huh?
What kind of cheese do they use?
Now that y'all talking about vegans got their own cheese. I don't know. I thought it was the regular cheese.
It just really depends. So like
on that restaurant, they didn't say it was vegan cheese. They just basically to them vegan lasagna meant meatless with some extra vegetables in it, and I wanted the veggies. So that's what it was. But it was too confusing to order the shit, so I just stopped.
Hey, that one joint on Greenfield got some fire spinach lasagna.
Really?
Come on, Mama Mia's or Mama? Yeah, they do. That shit is fire.
And then I think if you go on like Tuesdays or something, it's like buy one get one half off or some shit. Yeah, that
garlic bread is on hit too.
Hell, they give you big ass pieces,
big ass chunk of that shit on hit. See, that's not vegan because it's got butter.
Yeah.
Anyway, bro, I'm more of a moderation dude. I'm not gonna eliminate anything because I honestly would be miserable. But I will, like, I do different shit. Like the largest portion on my plate is the vegetable now. It's not the starch or the meat. That kind of shit.
Yeah.
But I'm still eat what I eat. So I know my progress gonna be slower. I get that. I got time, motherfucker.
At the end of the day, bro, it's whatever works for you.
It's the lifestyle change. It's not the fad of the diet. It's definitely the lifestyle.
Because I remember trying like fad diets, and I think because a lot of people, it's popular to be vegan now. But like I always tell people, look, I'm not one of these people that like like Tripp said, if I go to a family's house and they made like peanut butter soup, but it's chicken in there, I'm eating that peanut butter soup, bro. And I'm just not getting the chicken.
Steak last night.
You know what I'm saying? So like I'm like, but like that's kind of how I am. I'm not one of these, like, I'm not somebody that's like, I'm not like above people.
So
that
you're
eat
not
meat.
going to restaurants asking for the gluten-free menu and shit?
No, because I'm one of those people. I looked up what I want before I even got there.
I feel you.
Because I can't decide when I'm there.
No, you know what's funny, bro? That's actually like a trick question I ask people when I talk to them. Because, like Dima, I got a couple doctors in the family, and the only people that need to be gluten-free are people that actually have the gluten allergy. There really ain't no health benefit to avoiding gluten.
What?
But,
I never knew that.
Yeah, but there are people that are actually allergic to gluten. I actually know somebody, and she's like, bro, it's only certain restaurants she can go to because they gotta have a gluten-free grill and gluten-free pots. Like if they fry my shit and then fry her shit on the same grill, like she gotta go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So she got it, you know what I'm saying? So and she actually told me that same thing too. She's like, nah, if you don't have the allergy, it's just some motherfucker's opinion.
Speaking of that grill shit, I went to one time because I like the Impossible Burger and I like the Beyond Burger, right? They're plant-based burgers, right? But like I went to Burger King and got the Impossible Whopper. I got so fucking sick.
Really?
And I'm like, it's fast food. You're gonna get what you're gonna get. So you really shouldn't be complaining in the first place.
True.
But it was like, but I had got one of these from another Burger King and it was great. So I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, either they weren't being sanitary or they were just grilling the shit. Like, cause like I said, if I had peanut butter soup,
was one in the suburbs and one in the hood?
Kinda.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Why is that still true, Trip?
Yeah. Like,
how come when you go to the fast food joint in the suburb, it's always better than the one in the hood, man? We got
the one in the hood always still trying to cut corners.
I'm not gonna lie, because it's probably what it was. Because like I don't really fuck with red meat, so
well, I worked at Burger King back in high school for a little bit. So on their broiler, they load the patties in on the back, and there's a conveyor belt. There's a divider. And because back then we had the Whoppers, and then it was called the BK broiler.
Yes,
and now then they changed it to the chicken Whopper. But there was a divider, and on one side you were not supposed to put burgers, and you were only supposed to put the chicken whatever because of whatever reason. So I'm assuming it's the same way with the Impossible Whopper, or whatever the bean patty that they sell as a Whopper. But what would happen was if we got into like a lunch rush, man, we was putting burgers on every side.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Because I mean, because our manager ain't trying to hear.
Get that shit out the door. At the end of the day, fuck what you talking about. Get that shit out the door.
10 minutes.
Yeah,
bro, it's messed up, man. I really want us to do better. You know what I mean? Because I don't like the fact that that's still a true statement. Like, dude, and I witnessed it a bunch of times. You know
what?
Daily basis. But at least there's one Burger King. I shout him out. I call him the Honest Burger King.
Nice.
Right.
Nice.
Right there on Lisbon and Appleton, where all that meet up. It's hood as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, you might get robbed in the drive-thru, but not from the employees because they honest. Dog, I'll go up to that motherfucker and they'll be like, "Welcome to Burger King. We don't have any sodas. May I help you?"
Yep.
Or, "Welcome to Burger King. We don't have any Whoppers. May I help you?"
I like that.
And then I could just be like, "Nope," and drive off. And they cool. You dig what I'm saying? So
I like that.
But I just thought that was the funniest shit ever. But I'm like, "Yeah, no sodas." And she's like, "We don't have any sodas, man." They say it again. Just like, "Hey, fam, it is what it is."
Dude, it's so funny because I went to the Burger King in the one on Highway 100 by the Target, right?
Yeah.
A lunch rush. I'm in line. I'm talking to my sister. I'm in line for a good damn near like 20 minutes. They took my order, everything, right? I get up there and I'm like, it's whatever. I think it was like 10 something for the Impossible Whopper.
Right.
Oh, our credit card machine down. What?
Tell me that.
On Highway
They
100.
do that with too.
Yes,
do that
bro.
They do that too.
Yes. Highway 100 in Capital, right?
Cash only.
Bro,
Yep.
I'm like, why didn't you tell me?
124.
Yeah, 100. I'm sorry, 124.
Okay.
But why didn't you tell me this when you took my order?
Put the sign on.
Like you said, welcome to Burger King. We're only accepting cash.
Yep.
Can I take your order?
Yep.
Bro, I'm in line, and I'm like,
then you be out.
It's one of the days I didn't forget to eat, so I can tell my wife, look, I didn't forget to eat today. I'm good. I had an Impossible Whopper. Everything's all good. It's great. Man, I was so mad. I was so mad. So then, but I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, so are you still gonna give it to me? Because it's not my fault.
Right.
And I have spent my time in this line. I believe I deserve an Impossible Whopper meal.
For free?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not?
Sam is unreasonable.
I gave my time. I gave my time.
Man. So your time, they can pay you in Whoppers at your job?
No, for that particular time.
Oh, for that time. Oh, because it was their fault. I see.
Yeah. So because we didn't tell you this, we're going to give you this. Like
Did
Amazon.
You should have asked. Closed mouth don't get fed, fam. You should have said something.
No, she told me. She said, you can keep the soda. Because she had already gave me the soda. That's what it was.
Well, that's because during the pandemic, they can't get none of that shit back.
No, this is before the pandemic, but yeah.
Well,
she's like, you can
really
keep the
not supposed
soda.
to take it back.
Yeah.
You should have reached out and touched the bag.
I'm like, give me the burger.
Oh, stupid. Well, Trip said you should have sneezed on it real quick. And then just been like, man, take it.
Oh, man, dude.
That shit funny, bro.
So,
when we started,
I like that Burger King. They hood is fucked though.
Yeah.
Motherfucker try to sell you something. You be paying for your food out the left window, and a motherfucker be trying to sell you a bike out the other window. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Dog, for real, that shit happened. Like, hey man, we got this bike for sale. Like, fam, clearly you need that bike. I got a car, nigga. What the fuck? But, you know, I be stunting on homies.
Dude said, welcome to Will and Sprocket, not Will.
You know what I'm saying? Rev the gas, vroom, vroom.
He said, no, man, I'm good. I'm good.
I need a bike phone right now while I'm driving, motherfucker. You know
robbery through the drive-through, pull up to the window. I'd like the 150 bucks.
You know what I'm saying? Right, dude. You know, don't be rolling up.
Oh, okay, it's you. All right, 100.
Bro,
oh
I'll be ready for that shit, Demon. Motherfuckers at the drive-through be like, damn. Because when I'm in the hood, the thing right there. I'll be ready to go, bro. Just because you never know. Like you said, you never know.
Dude, so before we close, I just want to...
The drama portion, we started talking about something and it just went left. What was the initial drama?
Yeah, so...
It was
the initial drama was... No, it was just... It was just you have to fight for your peace. That was it.
Yeah, fight for your peace.
It was giving out virtual hugs on Zoom.
Yeah, dude. Listen, it's a thing, bro. And I think I'm just warning you guys now. The more I learn, the more you're gonna be like, you're gonna be like, well, no, like he's like never gonna change back. But I'm still gonna be.
You know what this mean, Trip? You know what this mean for real, Trip?
What?
It means Speak next album is gonna be PM Dawn Part 2, fam.
Oh my, no, I'll never do that. I'll never do that. I gotta rap, bro.
He finna be on PM Dawn shit. Watch.
I gotta rap. I do have a really cool song that I actually just recorded.
And you be rapping like dude too, huh?
No, I'm rapping my ass off.
Everyone gets hugs. You gonna be like that, bro?
You know, I'm preaching peace and equity in my music. You know what I'm saying?
Love is love.
Yeah, you have to.
Don't do that shit, dog.
You have to, bro.
Dog, I'll rip the shit out you, fam. Publicly, and you.
I'm like, okay, I know.
This my nigga, but he shouldn't have did this shit.
Yo, I'm like, we're gonna do shows. I'm like, I need everybody in a semicircle, please.
This nigga got on. He got on one glove and some penny loafers right now.
You know what I'm saying, bro? Man, what the fuck? Dude,
Yo,
hype man gonna be lighting incense and shit. Just like, speak. What happened to you, man?
dude, it's a thing, bro. And
He'll be
actually,
like love
it
and
worked.
light,
So, like,
brother. He gonna start pronouncing the R on brother, man.
did you know that I just learned that the word yogi is a recent term just to describe people that do yoga more universally, because there was a yogi.
No, Yogi is a bear
Facts.
from
You know
Hanna and Barbera cartoon.
And he was
No.
kind of a scammer. He was a scam
Hold up,
artist.
no
man.
relation to Conan the Barbarian.
Yeah. No, not that. It was different. He was a scam.
He had a
artist
friend
too,
named
man.
Boo Boo.
See, this is what
And
I
he
mean,
was,
Dima. You gotta fight to
he was
protect
a
your
stripper.
peace.
A lot of people don't know Yogi Bear was a stripper.
What?
Yeah. The Chippendale, the collar, my nigga. Just...
Hold
He
up.
had a collar and a tie with no other
Hold
clothes.
up.
Always wondered.
We some grown ass. So before the
Damn,
Rescue
had
Rangers,
the collar and the Kango, man.
before the Rescue Rangers,
Yeah.
so Yogi
Hey,
had
man,
the
you gotta
first.
do what you gotta do in the woods, fam.
Yogi had the first OnlyFans.
Yeah, man.
It was a metaphor,
That's how he
man.
got his paper.
It was all
That's
a
how he got his
metaphor.
Right. That's how he got
He
his
was trying
paper,
to-
bro.
He was trying to get picnic baskets.
Yep. 3 syllables, not 2, fam.
Oh my God, dude!
You gotta
This
say
is-
all 3 syllables.
Picnic.
Pick a nick. That's what he did, bro.
Yo,
Boo Boo.
No, you know, it's a tragic story, man. The Yogi Bear story.
so
This is
is it
hardcore
similar to Players Club, where he had to use what he got to get what he
Kind of,
wants?
sort of, yeah. man. You know? And he didn't end up on the news. You know what I mean?
Oh my God!
End up
So
on the news.
Yogi and Diamond are the same.
Okay, bro.
Yogi is Diamond.
Yogi the prequel, my nigga.
They spiked his honey.
Yep.
Bro,
First he was forced into it, then he just had to do it, bro.
Yo, I feel like we just made a U-turn in the middle of the freeway.
That's what you're supposed to do because Mama said make a U-turn.
Yep.
Oh my God!
Is that a Tyler Perry play?
No,
No,
that was
but-
before Tyler Perry.
Hey, we saw that at
Oh.
Custer, bro.
Because Mama said make a U-turn.
They had
Man.
a song and everything. It was very, very Tyler Perry-esque.
Man,
It was pretty good too.
for real?
Yeah, because Mama said make a U-turn. I mean, turn your life around.
I was probably asleep.
Trip was probably in the auditorium feeling on some girl, but that's what it was.
What's wrong with you? Said that like that's a
Okay.
bad thing.
No, I'm just saying.
No, today,
no,
yeah. it's
I'm
all-
saying he didn't. I'm
go to
saying
jail the rest of
he
his
didn't.
life and get
I'm
cancer.
just saying he didn't see the play, but he was there.
Oh, okay.
I saw the play. I was making the play.
Just saying.
I was
They
in the
say-
game. He was on the sideline.
You become more what you are. Trip became a
Oh.
coach. Trip became a coach.
Bro.
Hut.
Oh, so before we close out, I did want to shout out. I listened to the West Side Gun album. We don't have to give an album review, but I just want to say he has Slick Rick on 2 songs, and I just have to say I don't know exactly how old Slick Rick is, but dude, he sounded amazing.
Wait a minute. He dropped another album?
This is his Shady Records debut album. This is his first album on Shady Records. So like, yeah, he's
so
got
this
Slick.
ain't the
You talking about Pray for Paris?
Pray for Paris, yeah. This ain't
No.
Pray for
This
Paris.
just came out maybe a few days ago.
Okay, I gotta check that
But
one.
all I'll say, bro, is like, I mean, definitely check it out. I'm not gonna give an album review, but like, it was so cool to hear Slick Rick spitting like that, bro. And then also he's got Busta Rhymes on the joint too.
That's dope.
And like Busta is that grimy Buster, like talking that talk Buster, like
That's underrated for real.
yeah, he's it's a dope album. But you know, like me being a hip hop junkie, I just wanted to at least say like.
Did you get Conway's debut?
Yeah, that was From a King to a God.
Yeah, that one was straight too.
I have to be honest.
You didn't like it?
I personally prefer Conway. They're both great albums, but there's no denying that Griselda doesn't compete internally.
Facts.
I would have to say that Conway's album is better.
Okay.
His album, I won't say that it's a classic, but it's a hip hop staple. Like it's that good to be considered as like a really great post, post Diddy, Jay-Z era, post Kanye era, I should say, dope ass album. Like I tend to like his album a little bit better, but
I think he the illa MC.
I believe he is.
Say some crazy shit though.
Yeah, I believe he is too, and people don't understand like their come up was a slow grind because being a fan of Sky Zoo, Wes was on like a Sky Zoo album a few years ago, and like that was a back in the day looking at it, I was like, who's this West Side Gun kid?
Right. I didn't know.
I was like, he sounds dope. I love his voice, but now you fast forward some years later, and like he's on another platform. I mean, Sky Zoo. We saw Sky Zoo at the motherfucking Cactus Club, and it was as many motherfuckers at that show as it is on this motherfucking podcast right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a monster.
He's a monster for real.
And he's a monster. Shit, we've collaborated with him, and we've paved the way for a lot of other Milwaukee artists that have done songs with him.
That's how I heard about West Side now.
Yeah, man.
Was from Sky Zoo when he had that line. So you talking about the devil wears Prada?
Yes.
Fucks with Hitler wears Hermes.
Yep.
I was like, what the fuck is Hermes?
And
when
here's the funny
West Side Gun album came up.
I didn't hear those albums until years later after I was bumping that song.
Yeah.
Then years later I discovered Hitler Wears Hermes and
me too.
All that shit. Like, yeah, bro. So, but definitely check that album out.
I'm gonna check that out today, man. I fucks with them dudes. They slick. I like they style.
And I like that.
I like Benny too.
Yeah, they're good, man. Any last words from you guys as we bring this thing to a close?
Take your vitamins.
Word. Vitamin D and C. Word up. Yeah, I gotta. Hey, man. Since they don't teach music in schools no more, what music still uses live instruments?
Depends on what school you go to, actually.
True. Yeah, here if you got to go to West, I guess.
You mean what music did we listen to?
What new music still uses live instruments?
Oh, I know Rick Ross uses it a lot. With Maybach Music, they bring a lot of musicians in.
A lot of international music.
I believe, a lot of international music. I believe Wiz does. Like what's the gentleman from Burna Boy? Is that his name? He just released an album, Nigerian dude. He's really, really big time. I know he's got live instruments in his album.
Okay.
But you know what? You got to still think like you still got like marching bands and shit in the South. So like you still got a lot of musicians that are still playing like real shit. Like my daughter plays the clarinet.
Yeah, and we wouldn't know, right?
Right.
It's like we wouldn't know this certain, like we've done music, a song I did years ago, Morning Wood, where we sampled like a dope hip hop joint. It was made by my homie Reconstructor, but a lot of people don't know that guitar on there, that was him playing that shit.
Right.
And like we've had motherfucking violinists on our album. Like we've brought people in that are musicians. So like I think it really, really depends.
I'll play the recorder on your next album.
That shit would be dope.
It would not. Actually.
Yo, no, that song will be called Eighth Hour.
Fair.
Yo,
because
that song would be called Eighth Hour, bro.
I ain't never heard anybody play that motherfucking instrument, dude, where it was like palatable.
Yeah.
I hate that instrument, bro.
Yeah.
Because I just keep
you know what? That's the one.
It.
That's the one instrument that motherfuckers could afford.
Yep, that's it.
That's why everybody played it.
It reminds you of poverty, fam.
It does, because I'm like, growing up, I'm like, imagine like how old were you when you realized that it was a recorder, not a fucking flute?
Right. Every time I hear the sound from the recorder, I'm reminded of why I don't know how to play the bass.
Yeah.
Couldn't afford that
So
much. That shit
that's the
sound like
one thing too. I'll
just
say
dreams
JG.
and poverty. That's what that motherfucking
So
instrument sound like. Fam.
I will challenge you as somebody who I'm nowhere near good at guitar, but and you were talking about as you're growing into this new JG,
Yeah.
bro. Buy a motherfucking bass guitar. I promise you gonna love it because it's just. And if you don't put no pressure on yourself, just do that shit for fun. That shit can be therapeutic as fuck. And then you learn how to play a bass line in one of your favorite songs. Anybody gonna be able to tell you shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to, man, because you know my favorite bass player all time, fam, ain't performing no more. I'll never get to see Bootsy live again and shit.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped performing live a couple years ago. It's something with his right hand and something with his eardrum. He can't be on stage with the speakers no more.
Yeah.
And his right hand, he can't hit all his licks no more. So dude
man.
don't perform the Bootsy. Oh man, straight up. I'm trying to get some kind of damn dialogue with him before he check out on social media. But I think that's his granddaughter running his page, whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna have to, man.
But dude, and I would also say talk to Styles' brother, man, because he plays the guitar. And he was just telling me how he's self-taught and like shit like that. So I'm like, do that shit, bro.
Well, give me a fly ass bass, man.
Yeah, man.
Maybe shaped like a J or some shit.
You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be dope.
See,
I
but
that's
perfectly light skinned though. That's gonna be
that
great for your album.
Shit, that was some light skinned shit. That was
yo on full display.
That's all right though.
Listen, we are who we are.
Funky though, because somebody got to say funk, man. It's dying.
But as long as you don't show up with no perm and no ruffles on the front of your shirt.
Never that. Hey, fam.
He said, and you show up with all of your pants.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Bro. Hey, man, the homie used to dress like he used to wear suspect Garanimal outfits and shit. But he was a cold motherfucker.
Nonetheless,
Bad one.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, fam, ain't nobody ever seen that bitch before you showed up with her. That shit be crazy, man. He be going to them Brazilian jungles finding them chicks, man.
He said,
you know what I'm saying? Hey, dog, how ain't nobody ever seen old girl like walking around in Minneapolis and shit? You know what I'm saying? Anyway.
Speaking of life-changing events, seeing Apollonia in Purple Rain was also a life-changing event.
That was life-changing, fam.
It was. And also Vanity and The Last Dragon, life-changing for sure.
I would have made it a law. If I was the governor, it would have been a law that whenever you add Lake Minnetonka, the titties got to come out. That's a law.
Apollonia wasn't that fine to me.
That would have been a law.
I think it was just
discovered who you really wanted to be yet, Trip. Maybe.
Oh my God! That's
what
he said.
Dog, I've actually never heard anybody ever say that, bro.
Oh,
are you serious, fam? Or you just being a contrarian?
I'm being serious. Like,
dog,
say more.
Okay, man. Yeah, elaborate on that.
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. What's beholden to you, sir?
She was just not. She wasn't my cup of vodka. Like shit. Like she. I'm not saying she was ugly.
Okay, that's how I took it. I'm
just saying, like, she could have had some darker skin with a bigger ass. And
she's not.
Yeah, it wouldn't have fit that leather, but I feel you.
And you could tell because she has not aged. Sheila E. aged very well. Apollonia did not. So neither did Susan, the chick, the white chick in Vanity 6. The black chick in Vanity 6, she did.
I've dated a couple and when I say a couple, it was really maybe a couple. Like really skinny girls or really slim girls. Dated maybe a couple. And maybe one or two of them was on the light side as far as fair skin, but
you got to be careful with that, man.
What? Be careful with what?
Be careful with shit.
With the slim chicks.
What you mean?
it's different. That shit just different, bro. That's dog. You know who Guy Ritchie is? He used to be married to Madonna.
Yeah.
That motherfucker said in an interview I was watching, I think they were still married or maybe going through the divorce.
Mm-hmm.
But that motherfucker said going to bed with Madonna was like sleeping with a piece of gristle.
Oh my goodness.
That's how he describes slim women.
Wow.
Dude said that in an interview. I was like, that's some cold shit. But I get it though. I mean, you want something soft and jiggly, my dude.
Yeah.
And it don't be a whole lot of jiggling. Maybe some
No.
bones rattling or some shit, but it don't be no jiggling.
You ever had like somebody real skinny like sit on your lap?
Yeah, like your leg go to sleep because they cut the blood.
Hurt.
Yeah, it hurt. It's like somebody took this knuckle, man, and just like dig it into your. Yeah.
They be like.
I tell people that they booty bone sharp.
Right. They
That's
be wiggling, and you be like, if you don't sit your little bony ass still, like, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, fam. They deserve to live. You know what I'm saying? They deserve to live. I don't hate. I'm not bashing, but you know.
And mind you, we're not talking about like now if you slim thick or you slim with an ass, we're not talking about you. We're talking about the straight up, straight down, like Miss 6 o'clock, like she got a long back.
Did bro say 6 o'clock?
Yeah. I like women you don't have to ask. Like if I gotta ask your gender, like I should know. That's my 20-foot rule, dog. I'm 20 feet away, that's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
and at the end of the day,
if I gotta come up to you and like ask for your baby picture or some shit.
And here's the funny thing, right? Well, it's funny and sad at the same time. You shouldn't be ostracized for having a preference.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm
but
just making.
No, not
we
within
shouldn't
yourself.
even.
You can't
But we shouldn't even
yourself,
have to.
my nigga.
But we shouldn't even have to say
Can't
that.
either. I don't give a fuck.
But they can't. That's what they do. Yeah, you can't.
No,
You're right.
They
I can have a
try.
preference. No, like,
Because
hey
you know
man,
what?
I told you when I wish I could find the post speak when I put up that picture of the dudes, and it was The Rock with no shirt on, and it was a big fat ass Samoan sumo wrestler looking motherfucker that was 6'2" and light skinned with no shirt on. And if you could have seen the hypocrisy in the comments on that post, because the question was about, you really gonna sit here and tell me that in your mind, ladies, these two motherfuckers look the same? Fam, what I had meant was all of that shit in that post, fam. I was like, see, I never need to have this conversation with any of you motherfuckers again. You fucking hypocrites, man.
It be like that, man.
Preference is not illegal, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have to like you. Y'all dog people. I fucking hate dogs. Y'all still my dudes. I ain't finna Mike Vick your dog and shit. I just don't own none. You dig what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Right.
It's just a preference, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you're right, dog. Now,
you shouldn't have
even
to
if you
say
preface
that.
the sentence with "This is my preference," you still just finna follow that with some hateful. This is my preference is the new. I'm not racist, but
here's
you know what I'm saying? They the same now and shit. That's bullshit.
It's not, and you can let people like force you into that shit, but. Like, it's just some shit that I refuse to apologize for. And you can feel any way you want to feel. And that's your God-given right to feel that way. But it's also my right to not give a fuck about you not liking how I feel about it. Because, like, you liking what I like or you liking what I prefer, it's not gonna put no money in my pocket, not gonna add no days to my life. Like, it's not affecting my happiness. Like, really, most of the motherfuckers that feel some type of way, I don't even know you.
Facts.
And like you can unfollow me on Facebook and it's IG and whatever the fuck you follow me on, but like if you don't like fat motherfuckers, you not gonna go out here and date a fat motherfucker. Like, stop it.
Whatever you have value on, anything you have that you value, if how I feel about it changes the value of that thing to you, you don't really value it.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like having a crush. I had this crush on this really, really pretty girl when I was like 18. And I thought she was whatever. I thought she was.
What year was you 18?
It was like 96.
Okay, so she probably didn't like you because you was dark skinned.
No, here's the thing.
Was y'all in style then?
Yeah,
I think we still had it in 96.
At this point, no.
I think this is a
In
very
96 was a lot of unity. There's a lot of unity.
Because
we hung out with like I hung out with a light skinned dude we used to call Playboy. And like we did our thing. Like we had a lot of unity in 96.
Okay.
So
maybe like 98 when they kind of changed.
When we took over.
Yeah.
But no, but what happened when I found out, because I don't know if you know this girl, Trip. I knew her through a friend of mine that we used to hoop with. But they were kind of related. So if you're gonna talk to somebody who's like that's their cousin, I have to come to my guy first.
Right.
Hey, your cousin's cute. Like, do you mind if I step to her? And he's like, you can step to her. That's your, but you know, if she tells you what she tells you. But before I stepped to her, I found out that she likes tall guys.
Oh, okay.
I am untall.
That's fact.
So it saved me a lot of embarrassment because it was like at the end of the day, we were cool. Like we were cool. We can hang out.
This was not 96.
Yes, it was, bro.
It wasn't.
I didn't hang out with y'all all the time. You got to think, I had a set of friends in Green Tree, and then I hung out with y'all.
You had his bougie friends, too, fam.
It still wasn't 96. You know how I can tell you how it was in 96? In 96, we were driving your car. We picked up who you were dating. And we were driving up Mill Road, and you looked at another girl, and she slapped you.
You got abused? You were abused? Speak on that. You were abused?
You then
relationship
had kids and married this person while I was a freshman in college in 96, 97. This was not 96.
Like I said, I hung out with other people.
Stop snitching, Trip. Stop snitching, Trip. You pulling up the wrong receipts, man. Them is private receipts, man. Them is private receipts, man.
No, because in 95, I was head over heels for we were juniors then. Yeah.
No.
Wasn't her.
94, you were head over heels for the girl we kept telling you to stop fucking with.
No, 94 we were sophomores, bro. I dated her senior year. Senior year.
No.
Yeah, not.
You dated your kid's mom senior year.
No, I didn't. I dated my kid's mom sophomore year, and we didn't get together until after we graduated high school. I dated the light-skinned girl senior year throughout, and then I got with that person after we graduated high school.
I think you snitches, Trip. Maybe you should have that convo privately, fam, for somebody get an awkward social media post. I knew you wasn't shit in 96, nigga. And he don't need that.
Something in his coffee, man. His date's off.
It's not. I'll give you more details off air.
Yeah, he about to get in trouble.
You can't get in trouble.
Dude, the wife might not even know about past whoredom, fam. And she be listening.
She know.
Oh, well, never.
No, she doesn't.
I'm trying to save you, dog.
She know.
Trip, go ahead.
Might not tell you that she know.
Trip reading the transcripts and shit, my dude. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Oh my God.
I think he wants you in some bullshit just to see how you handle yourself.
Listen, I told you I will protect my peace. I'm telling you, like I'm just finally getting. See, Trip has mastered it so well.
Yeah.
He doesn't even understand everything he just explained about not giving a fuck.
Pretty much.
That is an acquired skill, bro. That is not something that people just know because
it's genetics.
I bet Trip never even like typed in
it
all
is
caps
because
on social
so
media.
here's the thing. I didn't so what like
I do, but I do it when I'm not supposed to on purpose.
That's what I'm saying.
And because Trip too, oftentimes he'll be like, okay, well, I'm gonna let you believe that you're the smartest person in the room, and I'm gonna watch you trip over yourself and your thoughts the whole time. And then I'm just gonna say one sentence, and I'm gonna go back and chill in the cut. And then it's like, yeah,
that's the way to be.
Watch you do cartwheels.
That's the way to be.
Oh man, dude. Yo, man. So I don't know. Any other last parting words? We are, I'm sure, we're past 2 hours. The funny thing is, like, I be having a timer in my head, but then the subject gets really good, and then we make a sharp turn. Like when we made that U-turn, I'm like, yeah, we got to see this one through, bro.
My bad.
U-turn.
So, yeah, man, I would say I'm okay that we didn't talk about the other thing. And I just don't care, so we won't.
Man, yeah, fuck, dude.
We won't mention it, so.
Man, fuck, dude.
Yeah, so we're gonna wrap this shit up, bro. But I would say thank you guys for listening. Continue to check us out. We appreciate all of our 4 million listeners.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Let's keep that shit going. Let's make it to 5 million.
Let's do that.
You know what I'm saying? This is definitely that new math. But it's been the Melodrama Podcast, man. We couldn't care less, but we fucking love y'all. Peace.
Peace. Hey, man, if we had like a money giveaway, you think motherfuckers would listen? It'd be like $3 or something.
No, because they not gonna listen to know that we giving away money.
We're gonna change that. I got something for you.
I think at the end of the day, it's just more like I like that what we're doing is we're growing what we're doing